Hey everybody, happy Monday evening. It's 20 past 5 on the East Coast, and I have a story to share with you. So I will just share this over to my group while I have you guys getting on. You will see the story. The story is about Roberto. But I promise that you will learn something from my story about Roberto. I promise. So give me 1 second while I just share this. And if you're here, let me know in the comments below. I am streaming from my my computer rather than my mobile device because I started a stream on my mobile device, started getting notifications, and my phone turned off the live stream. So give me 1 second, please. I appreciate your patience. How's everyone doing? Everyone having a good Monday? Yes, Monday's good, always, right? Monday is good. Okay, here we go. All right, thank you for your patience. Okay, so my story about Roberto. Here it goes. As many of you know, a couple weeks ago we went away. We've already been home a week, which is such a bummer. So, but I did write about something in my journal that I wanted to share with you guys while I was away, that I wanted to make sure I shared when I returned. And ironically, after 2 client calls today, we were talking about selling. And we were talking about what is in our way of selling our business and what is in our way of feeling comfortable selling our business. Sorry, I just dropped some things. I dropped my props. I have some props for my story. What is in our way? And so what I wanted to share with you is a story about Roberto and some tips to help you sell. So hopefully I've piqued your interest. And here goes. Here goes the story. If you guys are joining me, and I've already started, let me know in the comments below that you're here. So excited to be back and be streaming live again. But when we arrived 2 weeks ago to our hotel, we checked in. It was actually like 2 weeks ago right now, or maybe it was like an hour ago or 2 hours ago. But we received a letter in our check-in packet that says, "Welcome, LaFlamme family. My name is Roberto, your personal guest service assistant at your resort. It will be my pleasure to assist you about all of your benefits at your resort and any promotions that you have that you want to use. Important, in order to provide you great service, you have to contact me today by this time or by tomorrow morning between 9 and noon, okay?" So when we got this, we were going through all of our packet, all of our information from the hotel, and we decided that we'll take the night off and enjoy the resort and then check in with Roberto the next morning. So we did that. We walked around. We kind of explored. And the next morning we woke up. I got the troops all dressed and ready, sunscreen, the whole thing. And our phone rings in our hotel room. And it's Roberto, checking in to make sure that we are planning to meet him when between 9 and noon. And this was probably like 8:15 in the morning. The kids were tired from travel. We were all pretty hungry. And so I said, sure, we're going to go eat and we will meet you at your desk at whatever time I said. I don't know if it was 9 or 10 or whatever, but long story short, he's excited. We're coming to meet him. And so we made our way down for breakfast. From breakfast, we went to Roberto's desk, and Roberto was nowhere to be found. So his partner contacted him and via radio and said that the LaFlamme family was there and that we were waiting for our appointment. So we waited just to, we walked around. They said he'd be back in about 10 minutes. So we waited, and he did arrive in 10 minutes, introduced ourselves, and then we went and sat in the beautiful lobby, gorgeous lobby. I wouldn't even call it a lobby. It was like huge atrium, beautiful place. Not a bad place to be hanging out on a Tuesday morning. So he came, sat us down, left and went back to his desk to get probably a packet of sorts of something, right? And came and sat down in front of my husband, myself, and my daughters. And if you're just joining, let me know. Let me know in the comments below if you're here. I'm talking about Roberto from my trip to Mexico, and hopefully giving you guys tips to help you sell your services, your products, whatever it is, your programs that you're selling. So he sits down and he's got this packet, and it looks something like this. It's like a trifold thing, right? And he's got pretty much nothing in it, but he's going to go over this with us, whatever this is. And he starts talking. Within 2 minutes, his little walkie-talkie thing goes off, and he speaks in Spanish, and I look at my daughter like, what's he saying? And he gets up and says, excuse me, I'll be right back. So he leaves. He comes back a few minutes later, sits down, apologizes, gets started again. I do feel like we have to start again and again and again every time he sits down. And there was a bit of information lost in translation, I think, looking back on it. But the more I think about it and the more I read my notes here in my journal, because I knew I wanted to share this with all of you. Do you see that? Like that? You can't really see the notes. But he never asked us any questions. Never said, have you been here before? What are you hoping to do while you're here? How old are your daughters? Or even ask them how old they are. He did, however, make sure to give us a Spanish helper. Do you speak Spanish, amigo? And expected us to learn some words in Spanish during our stay, which was kind of funny because my daughter does take Spanish, and I did remember un poco or un poquito, depending upon who you ask. Didn't ask us any questions, didn't get to know us, just went in for it. Like, started handing us, and you can see I'm playing with these things, right? Started handing us all of these the map was great. I should take that out. Schedules, restaurants, excursions. I just dropped some of the big excursion things on the floor. Just started handing us things like, maybe you want to do this, maybe you want to do that. What are you hoping to do while you're staying? None of that. And then the one excursion that I asked about, he's like, you don't want to do that. There's another place that I want to tell you about, and it costs, let's say, I don't know, we're just going to use $200 a person. So there's 4 of you, so that'd be $800. But I can give you a discount if you come tomorrow morning and sit and listen to a presentation and blah, 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 blah. You know where I'm going with this, right? And I could hear in my head, like, my father saying, there's no free lunch. Like, you're already sitting with this guy. We're already sitting with this guy for an hour and a half. It's an hour and 20 minutes. My husband is rolling his eyes at me, and my kids just want to go to the beach and go to the pool. And first of all, this guy didn't even acknowledge the energy that was coming off the 3 of them. So I basically leaned in and I said, hey, Roberto, I'm in sales and marketing too. We're not sitting during our vacation in a place to get some money off of an excursion. These are the things we want to do. And that's what ended it. I mean, basically he got all oh, she's got my number. Bottom line, he should have asked us what we wanted to do, and he should have guided the conversation based on our interests. But he didn't. He just was going in for the kill, and I was not on vacation to be sold. So, needless to say, I sent my husband and my children off to the beach. I found my way over to the desk where the excursion guys were, and I'm going to call them the excursion guys because they, in fact, asked me questions about what I wanted to do, where we wanted to go, what we wanted to see. A couple other things about these excursion guys. They smiled. They were relaxed. They asked about my children, how old they were, what kind of swimming skills they had based on some of the excursions I asked for, how long we were staying, what we were hoping to do while we were there. So let this be a lesson to all of us. You do not want to turn into Roberto. Not when you're marketing and not when you're selling. So I'm going to share with you my magic equation for selling. Okay, and it's really simple. I just shared it on the travel webinar that I taught last week. I share it with my clients who are struggling with selling. So I want you to grab a pen. If you aren't driving, hopefully you're not watching me and driving. I want you to, Carrie, definitely listen to how Roberto came into my life. It's quite interesting. So much so that I journaled about him and knew that it was going to be a great teaching moment for all of you. So if you are joining us and you're just popping in, let me know in the comments below. But in the meantime, if you can, grab a pen and grab a piece of paper, because I'm going to run you through a very little exercise that won't take much time, but I want you to take this away from this video today, because this is the tip that's going to help you make a sale, and we'll say sale instead of selling. So if you've got a pen and piece of paper, let me know. Just give me a like or a love with the emotions up there. Let me know that you're good to go, and we'll get started. And actually, I will acknowledge some of you for being here and commenting, because I'm on my desktop and I actually can see the comments, which is amazing. Okay, Jess has her pen. Awesome. Great. Okay. Jess is good to go. I am good to go. I want you to write this down. I want you to write the word sale. S. I'm going to actually do it with you. I'm going to get my Sharpie, big Sharpie. You're going to do this. You're going to take a piece of paper, you're going to take a pen, and you are going to write sale. S-A-L-E. And what I'm about to tell you is something that I want you to remember every time you're telling people about what you do, why you do it, why they need what you do, because I guarantee you will be just like the excursion guys and not like Roberto. All right, so let's go. The S. The S in sale is share. We all take for granted what we do every day, why we do it, how we do it. You have to share with your fans, with your followers, with your clients, with your customers what you do. Whether it's sharing an article that's valuable, sharing a tip, sharing a story like I'm doing, you've got to share. That's putting content, that's putting messaging, that's putting your story out to the universe. If you don't share it, nobody will see it. And when you call me and say no one's buying or no one's coming to join my list, it's because you're not putting it out there. So I want you to share. Share your story, share your products, share your services, share your messages, okay? And that's the S. You good? Okay, the A. The A is ask. And if you're in my social post group, you know that I remind you to ask questions. Keep things simple, but ask your fans, ask your followers, ask your subscribers what they want to hear more of, or what they're struggling with, or how their day was, or how their workout schedule has been. Are they getting to the gym? How often are they getting to the gym? That is really how you're going to learn the most about your customers and clients, is by asking questions. Had Roberto asked us a few questions, he would have known what our interests were, and he could have geared his spiel or his sales pitch toward that, and he would have known really quickly that we weren't interested in sitting in a timeshare or members club program in order to get a discount on an excursion. But he didn't ask any questions. So I want you guys to learn from his mistakes. Ask your customers, ask your fans, ask your clients, ask them questions. And I can tell you, I will guarantee, and if this doesn't work for you, you have to come up and tell me, but I have not met one person who has taken my advice that actually executed this advice that it didn't work for. When you ask a question, people love to answer. Keep it really simple. You can just say, do a yes or no question, or give them some choices to pick from. But people love to give their opinion. So give them the platform to do that. Okay? They want to be asked. So make sure you ask and then learn from them. The L, it's so bright in here. The L is listen. the best salespeople listen more than they speak. Are you saying something? Is there something you want to share with me? So when you ask them a question, listen to their response, listen to their answer. Because guess what? That is what you're going to take to the next level to help you market and sell better. So right now we're doing the S, the A. So the S is share, the A is ask, the L is listen. And you have to listen as much as you possibly can. Ask for feedback and listen to the feedback. Okay? Ask your customers, your clients, your fans what they want and listen to their answers. It's going to help you when you're selling. And the E, the final piece of the puzzle, there, E. So we've done the S, the A, the L, the E. The E is engaged. And that's the conversation that you're going to have after you've shared, after you've asked, after you listened. You now have earned the right to have a conversation with your fans, your followers, your customers, your subscribers. And so that is what I want you to learn from Roberto's mistakes. He didn't do any of that. He was selling. He was selling and going after the kill. He didn't care about us. And if you use my way of selling with this 4 pieces of SALE, you will see that your customers will connect with you. They will want to shop with you. They will want to buy from you. They will want to hire you. They will want to work with you, sell their home, have you help them buy their home because you actually care. Roberto didn't care. When you use my sale technique, sharing, asking, listening, and engaging, you're going to build your following. You're going to build your customers. You're going to give them a place where they feel like you care about them. They will respond to you, and they will tell more people about you, because that is what I want you to do. Is every time you tell your story, every time you share something, every time you put something out there for your customers, your clients, your fans, you're giving them something to take away and to keep in their heads, so that when their friends or family ask for a realtor or for a photographer or for the best gym in the community, or the person to hire to help me get my business processes in place, we want your fans, your customers, your followers to have you and your business right here, right in their heads, so that you're on the tip of their tongue and they can answer right away. You've got to call Carrie Hassan to help you with your processes. You've got to call Jessica Schenkel to help you sell your home. You've got to call Liz Larson so that she can help you stage your new home for sale. So, I'm just using you guys as the example because you're here, because you're showing up, because you care, and because you want to market better. And guess what? If you can market yourself better, you can sell yourself better. And these are the things that I want you to do, and I want you to think about every time you have a conversation in person and online. This is how you will market your business better. So don't be Roberto, but use my sale practice, SALE, and let me know how it works. Let me know how you implement it in your business, and I will share more stories with you, like the Roberto story. So don't be like Roberto, be more like the excursion guys. That's it. That's my story. So thanks for being with me. Hopefully you got something out of this. If you guys want more stories like this, you can join my private social post group, and I will put the link in the thread below. But thanks, guys, for being here. Hopefully, you guys loved it. Anybody have any questions, comments, anything they want to add? No, we're good? Okay. I actually like the desktop live so much better than the phone live. So, okay. Thank you. Have a great day. Until next time. Bye.